Hello, everybody. It is August 5th. It's the new day or it's August 5th is the day for the new catalog to be available. I'm laughing because Elaine, are you at the Twins game? She looks like she's at the Twins game. Anyway, I'm glad you're all here. We have so much exciting stuff to talk about. But before we get to that, we have time for 2 victories. And Ryan, you already told me, but you can tell everybody else. So, well, okay, first of all, Elaine and Alice, where's Alice? Show us again. And you're at the Twins game, aren't you? Yes. Well, I bet it's hot. Well, I mean, we're glad that we take precedent to the Twins. You crazy girls. Okay, so anyway, time for 2 victories. Who wants to share? Brian, you should tell them what you did. Except you're on mute, Ryan. I didn't mute you, but it looks like you're on mute.
No, I muted myself. I forgot. So I basically went back to the basics and I made a list of friends and family that I knew I could count on. And it is 2 pages worth of friends and family. So far, I've messaged all of them, private message all of them so that I can see when they open it, if they responded, all that good stuff. I booked 3 parties and 1 new vendor event today.
That's fantastic. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Way to go, Ryan. Congratulations. Way to get back on track. Who else? Or does anybody want to ask Ryan a question on that? He said back to basics. Okay. Time for 1 more victory. Who wants to share? Oh, I love your glasses, Ange. They are so cute. Oh yeah, one of those pairs.
I have a victory I could share.
Oh, go ahead, Lisa, and then Rebecca will get you in there too. Go ahead, Lisa.
Oh, I have someone that I know that owns a they make their own ice cream and sell it in a town about 45 miles away. And I don't remember how long ago it's been, but she ordered almond pound cake, like at least 10 of them. I don't remember if it was the double boxes or if it was one of them. I can't remember. But anyway, she's finally selling it. And I'd have to look up the name again. I can look and put it in the notes. But anyway, she says it's such a good seller that she's going to order 10 of the 2-packs again of the almond pound cake. And she puts it in there, and I haven't gotten any pictures of it, and it's just hard to get over there to try some, but I guess it's been a really good seller. It was something new that they were trying.
So
but it was some kind of
up and adds it to the ice cream, Lisa, or what are you saying?
Yeah, I think just the mix. Unless she actually bakes the pound cake, I'm gonna have to find out. But
yeah, let us
maybe
know.
have to ask her for a picture. But yeah, they're really successful. They have like an ice cream truck, and then they have a location, let's see, probably like 20 minutes from them, kind of like a lakes area that they're open just seasonal during the summer. And then the next town bigger, larger from them, they have another location. So they have 2 full-time locations, and then they have their ice cream truck during the summer, and then another summer location.
Got it.
And
well,
then,
definitely find out more and share with us the next time, or just share it on the team page. We'd love to hear more.
Sure. Yes.
Cool. You need to go try it probably. Okay, Rebecca. Yeah, Rebecca, did you have something quick?
Yeah, so I did that spice guessing contest, which I can send you all. It's not difficult.
Yeah.
And you have to put your conscience aside for a little bit. But I booked 21 parties over August, September, and October and November.
What?
And Katie's on tonight and she can share her results, but I know she had really good results too.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I've got a lot of parties. I'm gonna be busy.
Way to go. That's awesome.
That's fantastic. So are they online, in person, a variety, or what, Rebecca?
Yeah, most of them are online, but I do have a freezer bill workshop and an in-home party this month and then an in-home next month. So that's more in-home parties than I've probably done since COVID.
I say when you earned that trip way and you were pregnant way back when. Did you shared on the team page what you said, right?
I think I shared it on my team page, but
Oh,
I can
okay.
share.
Well, I'm sure everybody's going like, how the heck did you book 21 parties?
Yeah.
Please
Now,
share.
I'm gonna let Katie share in 1 second. I took your idea and I did it for only August and September, right? So you can do whatever you want. But I gotta tell you, I got hacked on my personal page, Rebecca. I didn't get a chance to tell you that. Someone came on there looking like me, asking for their credit card information. So I only share that to so what. But I also put it on my VIP group, and there I didn't get hacked. And so far I've booked 3. So, and I got to follow up with the rest of them. So I shouldn't have even shared that with you because I don't want to make you nervous, but just when you post it, just watch, because it happened almost like not that much, like 2 hours after I posted it, because I had like all these people commenting. So I just shut it, I took it down and then I replied to each person and said, I'm so sorry I was hacked.
Maybe make it private and then it wouldn't, the post must have been public.
Okay,
If it
so
was private, then only your friends could see it.
okay, so there's it. I'm glad I shared that, Angie. So there's your tip. When you do it, I didn't know you can make a post private.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Did you
Yeah,
know?
Katie's results are in the chat. She says she's rocking a sick kid, but she booked 15, 2 freezer meals, 4 in home, and the rest online.
My God, way to go, Katie.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So I was the only one that got hacked. Obviously you two didn't. And did you make it private? I didn't even know you could do that, like I said.
I'd have to look back, but I didn't intentionally make it private.
Okay.
It's whatever you have it preset as.
Right.
Well, when you do it, make it private then. So Rebecca, when you have time, if you could share that quickly, because I bet everybody else would like to do it as well. And you can tweak it, or you could do exactly what Rebecca and Katie did. And like I said, for me, the parties had to be in August or September, but you can do whatever you want. So I tell you what, we're going to keep going. If you have questions at the end and Rebecca and Katie are still on, feel free to ask them or feel free to chat with them or whatever, talk under the post on the team page. So anyway, congratulations. That is like crazy amazing and always gets you excited when you have income producing activities on your calendar. So congratulations, Rebecca, and congratulations, Katie. That's crazy amazing. Okay, so we're going to take just a couple minutes I'm going to share the screen and then we're going to do product knowledge. Sheila, if you're okay with that.
Yep.
Okay, so at Party Palooza, normally I do recognition. Well, this year, don't laugh at my screen. I tell you what, I was really thrown off when we went to the piano bar and I'd made reservations and whatever, it's not about me. But anyway, so we didn't do it there. And basically because we had a couple people in the room that I knew were going to be in the top 10, actually including myself, but I didn't want those numbers to get out. So I'll have to do something different next year. But I wanted you to see, this is the top 10 in sales during the recognition year, as you can see. And Angie, you were number 10. That's fantastic. And the entire team, look at that. Sheila was number 9. Stephanie was at Party Palooza 8. Twyla, you were number 7. I know you're on. Teresa, I see you too. You were number 6. Shelly was going to hopefully join later. She had something going on. She was 5. Anna, I know you're on. You're number 4. Amy, who always comes to Party Palooza, she did virtually had a family reunion, I think. She was number 3. And Lisa was number 2. And she said she had to listen to the replay. And Stacy Newbarth, she was number 1 in the entire company. So that's just crazy. And that Stacy, she works full time. She's a power horse. So if you ever get the opportunity to talk to Stacy, you could ask her, what did you do? Or what do you do? So anyway, congratulations to everybody on these fantastic sales. And then I'm just going to show you first line, just because I've got some of my first line here on, and you can see where you might have landed. So I guess this year I just recognized the top 3, and they each got some money for being in the top 3. So congratulations, Sheila, number 3, Amy, number 2, and Lisa Burns. And then Sheila actually was our top sponsorer. She was our top guide, because that's what we're going to use now as the terms, you're a guide. And I know Sheila sponsored more than 3, but those, as you could see, the little qualifications on the bottom, they needed to remain a consultant, they needed to activate and all that stuff. So I just wanted to say congratulations to my first line. Way to go.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so back to our regularly scheduled Zoom. Why do I always have problems with this? Don't I just hit stop share? And I don't, oh my gosh. Is anybody else having a Monday? I feel like I'm having a Monday. Okay, here we are. I think somehow, no, it doesn't matter. So let's move on. We're going to talk product knowledge. We always talk about a product every month, and I always ask for a volunteer. And I'm super excited that Sheila from Watkins, Minnesota, Gold Leader, is going to tell us about a product. I didn't even ask her what she's talking about.
Well, it's a new product, cinnamon sugar crumb cake mix. So this came in our amenity box. So I was able to make it already. Super simple. It calls for 6 tablespoons of melted butter, 3/4 cup of water, and 2 large eggs. You make the batter and then you layer it with the cinnamon sugar mixture, and then put your batter on again, and then put your final layer of cinnamon sugar mixture on the top. Bake it in an 8x8 for about 30-35 minutes. And it was fabulous with a cup of coffee, I must say. Other recipe ideas that are on the website so far are pecan cinnamon streusel muffins, Belgian waffles, and I thought that sounded really good, so I printed off the recipe. Basically calls for butter, maple syrup, milk, and eggs, and then top with fresh berries. There's also a recipe for caramel apple upside down cake, blueberry pecan coffee cake, and then snickerdoodle cookies, which I always made with our cinnamon muffin melt mix. So again, took a look at that recipe, and that calls for the mix along with a 1/2 cup of softened butter and an egg. And you just combine all of those ingredients, reserve a little bit of your cinnamon sugar to roll the balls in, and bake your cookies.
Yum. Did it
Yeah, it's
remind
good.
you of the cinnamon muffin melt, Sheila, when you had it?
Not really. There was like a distinct flavor of nutmeg in cinnamon muffin melts, and I don't taste any nutmeg
Okay.
in this. I was just gonna look and see what the spices are. Looks like just salt and cinnamon are the 2 spices.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, fabulous. It looks amazing. I'm glad you made it. Any questions for Sheila? All right. Well, thank you, Sheila. I can't wait to make it myself. I think it's going to be a great seller. So thank you for sharing and making it. Good testimonial, right? Okay, well, before we move to the next topic, I am going to take a picture of us all and share it on the team page. So I want you to smile and look at me. You guys ready? I'm going to do it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. I mean, I love to take pictures, right? Anyway, thank you for that. Okay, so normally we have announcements and then we move into a topic. And the topic is what's hot, but because it's all together, we're going to do both of them together. And I just got to tell you, conference I thought was fantastic. And I am going to talk about some things, but before I do, I asked for a few volunteers to share a takeaway or what they're most excited about as a result of conference. So Sheila's gonna share, Rebecca, Andrea, and Anna. Let's start with Anna. Can you talk now? I know it looks like you're on mute.
Yeah, hi everyone.
Hey, Anna.
So the part that I took away from conference, like there's so many nuggets this year. It was really an amazing conference. But the one that I like and I'm going to work with implementing is the make and takes. So they did a demo for us at conference where they talked about people pre-ordering our meal kit, and you pick one of those items and have, okay, I should start over because this is kind of a mixed group. Some have been at conference, some were not. So you do a party, but everyone pre-orders a meal kit. And in order to gain access to the event, they have to order the meal kit. So once they get their meal kit, they take the item from there for the recipe that you're going to make. And in the example that they gave us, they had everybody make the cranberry cheese log. So they had everybody bring their rustic herb that they use for it and a block of cream cheese, put it all together, mixed it up at this event, the make and take event, and everybody took it home and just kind of visited from there about it. And then that way people were getting an experience rather than just buying a product, because people are doing escape rooms, they're going and doing a sip and shop or a sip and paint, all kinds of different things that way. And so what I did at conference was very similar to what Ryan said. I went back to the basics. I made a list of 50 people at conference that I thought might like to participate in this. And then from that, I'm hoping that half of them will book their own make and take to share with their family and friends.
Oh my
But yeah.
gosh, Anna. So that's fantastic. So what Anna is talking about, I know the special mailings are heading out there, like in the mail. Some people already have it. But what Anna's referring to is the happy hour kit. Is that what you're going to do, Anna? Are you going to do that one?
Yep, I'm going to do the happy hour kit, and then we'll see how it goes. And I'll probably, if honestly that many people book or rebook, then I'll find another product to do it with as well. So it's not the same group doing the same thing.
Right, because you could do it with the cookies, the cookie one near the back. I mean, you could do it with just about anything, but you're going to host it yourself. I'm just clarifying what you said.
Yep, I'm going to host it myself. So I'm sending a message out to everyone saying, hey guys, I've got something new I want to try with Tastefully Simple. Would you be interested in being like my test group? Just to help me get some experience with this, some training, and see how it goes.
Do you have the date set?
Nope, not yet.
Okay.
I'm waiting on football calendars to come out.
Oh, sure. That is fantastic. Anybody have any questions for Anna? Was someplace safe?
Sorry,
Okay,
we use our own personal phones for work. So whenever I do the work Zooms, I just have that on there.
No, that's fine. I was just teasing you. Well, if you do have any questions for Anna, let her, or please feel free to reach out to her, or reach out to any of us, because that was a great training. I agree. So way to jump in and decide you're going to do that. I love it. Okay, Andrea Loomer, do you want to share?
Oh, there's the mute button. Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me? All right.
Yes.
So there was many things that I could talk about, but I would have to say that the most interesting session for me was the generational engagement study and words matter. And just, we all know that we communicate a little differently than or the generations that are kind of before and after us. And so it was really interesting to hear that 24 to 35-year-olds are more open to and excited about starting a business in terms of having a short-term supplemental income. They're not looking for long-term commitments, and they are also guilty of no emotional obligation to purchases. So they're joining, but they're not doing anything. And it's because they're not seeing the value or the income stream for themselves. So just hearing some of the statistics around these generational differences was really interesting. They want multiple income streams versus having one income stream that they depend on. And then also 80, what was it? Is it 89% of millennials want to be a leader, but only 21% want to build a team. So they're not saying that they want to be a leader because they truly want to be a leader. They understand what it takes, but they don't want to be called a follower. So it's all in how you choose your words to engage them. So sponsors and upline is now guide and mentors.
Yep.
Join us is let's get started.
Yep.
Not join. Join's a very bad word. So, like start your business, not good words for them. Would you like to add another source of income?
Yeah.
So, or add another income stream. So those things I thought were super interesting, and it can try and change up how we speak to somebody who may be younger than us, because the average age of a consultant is 51 years old. So speaking of averages, we want to communicate or connect with those 30-year-old moms that have a up and coming family that need to be fed. So I just thought that was super interesting.
Thank you, Andrea. I loved it too. And Angie, thank you for putting in the chat what Andrea just said to reinforce what she just said. So please look at that. It's so true. And even though what Andrea said and Heather had said, I think it's for anybody, right? Just in general, like a business is scary, an upline is scary. So I'm just going to change my verbiage entirely. So I'm looking forward to being a guide to new team members, right?
And we gotta say skibbity toilet riz too.
Say that again.
Skibbity toilet riz. All the people with young kids, they know what I'm talking about. The weird language kids use today.
Okay. Yeah. Got it, Angela. You're on top of that. You're because
yeah.
you teach young people.
I
love
still
it.
don't know what they say.
Right. Well, anyway, Andrea, thank you. That's absolutely fantastic. I appreciate that insight. Okay, so we have Rebecca and Sheila. Rebecca, you want to go next, please?
Sure, Sheila might take mine, so I got to go first. No, I don't.
Sheila can say ditto if you take it.
I doubt it. So I agree with what Andrew said to that session. Like if you have the replays, go back and watch it. That was very eye-opening. But I am looking forward to implementing the like kids cooking via Zoom workshops that Alicia Smansky talked about. I think that is something that could gain leverage here. I know myself, I don't let my children in the kitchen because I can just do it faster anyway. So I have a control freak problem. But I also think that so many parents would just love it if their kids made one meal. I mean, even just to make the meal, I don't even know if they would care about them learning, cooking skills, but just like, well, then I don't have to make it kind of deal. So I think that will gain leverage. It might start off a little slow here, but I hope to get going in no later than September. So gotta wait till I could get a kit in my hands and that kind of thing. So
yeah, that sounds great, Rebecca. So kids in the kitchen, are kids cooking?
Yep.
I mean, fit it in between all those parties. You do that.
Yep.
I love it. Okay, so if you have any questions, ask Rebecca about the kids cooking. Sheila, how about you? What was your biggest takeaway, or what are you most excited about?
Well, I'm going to bounce off Andrea because Heather Chastain was also the person who really spoke to me and had such great ideas that she's the one I took the most notes on. So kind of the same things like what Angie or Andrea said, and then Angie posted for us. She also said with the younger generation, how to earn money must be straightforward and simple. Again, they're looking for a short-term supplemental income. $250 to $500 a month is the sweet spot. That's what the younger generation is looking to make for extra money. Bigger income claims is viewed as scammy. So you
Yep.
might scare them away if you make any promises more than $250 to $500 a month. They want a simple guide to get them to those results. They also said that, or like Andrea said, that our average consultant is 51. So we should really try to find some team members from the younger generation, because they are the ones that are feeding younger families and tend to struggle more with, grocery purchases and making enough money to make their house payment and all those things. And then one other thing that I saw when Angie posted, the teams, or talking to them about recruiting. Once they're established as a consultant, then you could bring up if they're interested in another income stream, which would then lead you into a leadership conversation. Yeah, I think that's all I had on that, but I am definitely making a list of younger people that I know, and I found out that I don't know that many younger people. All my friends are my age, but then I was thinking, well, what about the kids of my friends?
There you go. That's perfect. How about you? Did you want to add to that, Rebecca?
Yeah, I did. I think, I can't remember if Andrea said this, so if she did, I'm sorry, but so that when they act or when they choose to join, that's like one decision, and then actually deciding to sell is like a whole nother decision. So if you sign someone and they do nothing, like she said that's statistically how that next generation acts. So she's like, it's not you, it's not anything you did or didn't do. It's just that they haven't made the next decision to actually sell things. So we need to work on our verbiage and work with them on that too. So I found that to be greatly reassuring.
Yeah, I think she said they need that roadmap to success, like a 30, 60, and 90-day plan, because they don't make an emotional obligation tied to their purchase. So you have to kind of keep nudging them. So that was, that's exactly what Rebecca was.
Yep, there you go. Way to summarize that, you three. I love it. And, I think the other thing is the art of asking questions. I mean, once you have them on board or whatever, did you kind of, in different situations, just the art of asking questions. I got to tell you, today I dropped off an order and at the college, and I found out this Jody had a PhD. I mean, I only, and just found out more about her. So just the art of asking questions and be relatable. I don't know. Sometimes I'm in a hurry. I'm like, okay, thank you. And I, get the payment and drop it off. And she had time to talk, and it was super fun. So never underestimate the power you have. I was selling a product, but I felt like we really connected. So that was super fun. I'm not sure if that fit into what you guys were saying, but anyway, okay. Thank you, the four of you, for sharing your takeaways. I appreciate it. I was told that tomorrow we'll have an email so we can replay and watch. Do you think? Yeah, because I don't know how else we get in there, right? So, okay. Did you want to say something, Teresa?
No.
Oh, okay. So we only have a couple minutes left. So I just want to run through a couple announcements. And then if you have any questions. So consultant assortment, raise your hand if you ordered the consultant assortment already. Yeah, we can't wait to get everything in our hands. So that's on the team page. It's also obviously on my HQ. And I think it's a really good one this year, right? You get a really nice free gift with your purchase. I can't wait to make popcorn and try all those seasonings on there. And then you get the little two bowls as well. So check that out. There's a Jill challenge. I know I shared it on the team page as well as it's on everywhere. But when you sell $1,250, any of you like the actual planner that we used to get? They brought it back. So obviously a new one. So you can earn a free planner. So that anybody can earn that. If you attended Party Palooza, Jill will sign it. But anyway, $1,250. And then for each new person you sponsor, you get a free, that's the Happy Hour kit, isn't it? Yeah, the Happy Hour bundle. So for each new team member that you have join you, in the month of August and they reach 250 by September 14th, you'll get a fun new happy hour bundle. So that's pretty cool. I think it's a great little challenge. Don't you think? It's like doable. It's not like 10 new team members, 10, you know what I'm saying? A whole bunch on sale. So that's cool. Okay, so I got to tell you, my favorite part of Party Palooza is at the very end when Stephanie and Jill were on the stage and they announced they're bringing back the incentive trips.
Oh.
I mean, I didn't even know about that. And so what that means is it's not till January 2nd. So we have Bravo Bucks from July 1st to the end of the month. And if you're not familiar with that, check it out. You can earn cash, but January 2nd, they'll give us information on the new incentive trip. So I was just like, I wanted to stand on the table and yell and scream. So I'm really excited about that. Party Palooza next year will be in Bloomington, which is Minneapolis, at the Hyatt Regency. As Twyla was saying before we officially started, it's July 31st through August 2nd. So get your calendars ready for that. We have a Taste and Trends August 19th in Alexandria at our cabin. And it's a pretty informal Taste and Trends because it's all about the product. So if you would like to join us and you haven't commented on the post on the team page, please do, because then we have a group and then we'll divide up who's going to bring what. So it's a fantastic opportunity to try all the new products and just connect with your fellow taste buds. If you live in an area in Orion, you don't live too far from Angie, who doesn't live too far from Gail, who doesn't live too far from Christy, get together, just get together for coffee and just get excited and try a sample, or Rebecca and Katie, or, whoever. I don't know what you all are doing, but there's power in getting together, right? So feel free to do something. Limited time offer for the month of September is the pumpkin spice cheese ball. I know some of you expressed a disappointment in the bread. No control over that, but there were tons of recipes using the pumpkin spice. I wish they would just say mix, just like the key lime mix. Like you can make it in a cheese ball, you can make it into a cheesecake. Same thing with the pumpkin spice cheese ball. You can use it many different ways. So that'll be available for the limited time in the month of September. So what I would ask for you guys is, I was kind of overwhelmed today and I was there. I was like, oh my gosh, oh my God, oh my God, oh, woo. So just pick what gets you excited. I mean, I know y'all are just not sitting around with nothing else to do, and decide what you want to do, right? I think group selling is the way to make it happen. So whether it's a make and take, cooking with kids, online parties, events, I just love regular tasting experiences. That's kind of the buzzword now. Figure out what it is and go do it. Back to basics. We had 2 people share that tonight. I'm going to end with this quote, and then I'm going to stop the recording. And then if you want to hang out afterwards, you sure can. And my quote is from Julia Child. People who love to eat are always the best people. Right? So I thank you for joining us tonight. I am going to stop the recording, and please stay on if you have any questions, because our comments, we are here to help.